other buttons here now, and or the last button, so we can go to frame 3. And I'm going to go faster. I'm going to show you a different technique of creating a button if you wanted to do it this way. I'm going to take this button 1 and I'm going to right click it and I'm going to say duplicate. Okay, I just want to show you that there are different ways of doing things. So I'm going to say, instead of making it the way I did last time, I'm going to do that. Just duplicated the button, so I have another one that looks just like it, but I can edit it, okay, and turn it into the oceans. So to do that, if you notice in properties, it says that I have button 3. Okay, so I am going to label this button 3 here for the code later, and I'm going to double click here, and I'm going to change the word earth to oceans, and I'm going to need to do that in each frame. And it's not really centered very well, is it? But anyways, and then I will, I guess I'm going to need to go to this bottom frame and change the button color. How about I just change it to that? That's fine. And then go with a little darker, and then this one's very dark. Okay, so that's going to be my oceans button. Okay, and now I've got 3 buttons, and I just need to make this button go to the third frame. So I'm going to go Window Actions, and I'm going to go Window Code Snippets. Okay, and I'm going to click in this frame here for my actions. I'm going to select this third button, and we go to Action Script in our code snippets. We've done this before. Double click this, and we are going to change. We have button 3s now has an event listener to it, and we're going to change this to frame 3. Let's save it and go Control Test, and we will click. Continents goes there, oceans goes there, earth goes there, and continents is the only button that's not really looking like, having the change of colors of the button, because I didn't edit that one yet. And so there we have it. We have our 3 different buttons working, and continents, oceans. Okay, and finally we will create a new layer, and we'll put a keyframe here, and we can, I think it would look good if we create just a text box. Let's just go with, how about white? Let's see what white looks like. And let's click here and say world map. I thought I set it to white, but apparently I did not. Let's go with white there. Times, let's see what we have. Do we have like a really bold font? No, let's just go with something like that. Regular, I want to make it bold. There is bold. Okay, and so let's take a look what that looks like. World map. I don't know, maybe black would have been better. Or we could just make this bigger too. World map. Okay, and then we're going to go make a new keyframe here. So right click and say insert keyframe, and this will be continents. Continents, and then I'm going fast. Hopefully I'm spelling everything right. Let's see, control, create, insert keyframe, and then this is the oceans. And let's move this down a little, because Arctic was, so now we're gonna have to move them all down. You want to line them up better. Okay, so when we save this, I pushed Command S on my keyboard, Command Test, and so when you click each button, okay, and you organize yours better. Maybe you put, maybe these buttons shouldn't be right there. Maybe we should make them smaller. Maybe we could lay them out. You could lay these buttons out your own way. What if you put them, along the bottom or something like that, or just however you want to create your navigation system that looks cool. Go ahead and do that. Earth, continents, oceans, but see, Antarctica is covered that way. So play around with it. Get your buttons lined up, which works best for you and your style. Go ahead and make some decisions. Your colors should look different than mine. I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to shrink these buttons all together. I'm going to hold shift by clicking. I am trying to hold shift click all the buttons. I guess I could have just clicked that keyframe. And then with this tool, holding shift, I'm going to shrink them all together so my navigation's a little smaller. Command return, and let's take a look. Okay, so go ahead and have fun organizing your layout and make it special. All right, have fun.